Good morning. This is Wendy with Fathom Realty, and I am here today with Alan Lester of TownSquare Mortgage. We are going to talk about loans today, but first, how's the market?
Market has finally settled down a little bit. I mean, the rates, in terms of government loans, USDA, conventional, FHA, they're still a little out of whack just because of all of the of what's going on in the market. But in terms of the market, I mean, it's hot. People are buying homes, and rates are good enough that it's not scaring people off.
That's awesome. So, what would you say a rough ballpark of a rate is for right now? I know that they all depend on so many circumstances, but
yeah, credit score, loan to value, blah blah blah.
Debt to income.
Exactly. Well, conventional, I mean, we're in the low threes. FHA, you're probably mid to upper threes, and same with FHA and VA.
Okay. So today I want to talk about loan types. So you've already mentioned conventional, FHA, VA. One that we haven't really talked about a lot is USDA. Can you tell me a little bit about a USDA loan?
Yeah, actually USDA, I've got a couple going right now. There's a lot of lenders that don't want to do them, and I don't know why. I mean, basically 100% financing for somebody wanting to buy a home that's in a rural area, which is in the maps of USDA. I mean, very, very low mortgage insurance. I think they call it a funding fee or whatever they call it, but annual fee.
Okay.
But great loan.
So who would qualify for a USDA loan?
I would say, I mean, anybody that's looking in a rural area, I would probably look at that before looking at conventional or FHA. VA is obviously a different thing, but if it's considered rural, 100% financing, very, very low mortgage insurance. So I mean, it's an awesome product. So it's just zoning.
Okay, so for people looking in rural areas, how many acres will they cover? How many or loan on?
I've done one. The highest one I've done, and I don't know the true guideline, but the highest one I've done is 10 acres. And
okay.
A lot of the time, the main reason for that is they want the home itself to be more than, I think the number is 35% of the value of the loan itself.
Okay.
But I think they probably give a little bit now that property is getting a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
But 10 acres on paper is the highest I've done.
Okay. What does a consumer need to know when it comes to a USDA loan?
Well, the biggest piece is it is an income-driven loan. So depending on the county you're in, basically we'll go and type it into USDA. I think it's USDA.gov. But we look at the income eligibility, and I think the highest you can go, let's just say Rockwell County because that's where we're at. I think the number is $111,000 for the family. So they're going to look at husband and wife. Even if husband's on the loan, we're still looking at qualifying income of both borrowers, or excuse me, both people that work in the household.
Okay, so I know with I think as a conventional loan, you could do just one of the people that live in the home, like the husband or the wife. But with a USDA, you have to use both incomes, right?
Well, yeah, you have to use both incomes in the qualifying, but you can still have one borrower. So husband or wife can just be the borrower, but we still have to include both of their debts too. So we can't just use the husband on it and hide the spouse's debts because that still all goes into the same debt to income ratio qualification.
Okay. Are those is a USDA loan available for a subdivision?
Oh yeah. I mean, let's just say you're looking in Royce City. As long as USDA still deems it USDA eligible, then shoot, yeah. I mean, we're doing them. I think I've closed one in Waterscape maybe. So Royce City. So yeah, I mean, definitely neighborhoods. in those areas.
Okay. Okay, so my last question is benefits versus concerns on a USDA loan.
Well, here's a big one that I'm using right now. We actually have a down payment assistance program that's giving lower interest rates for an FHA, for a USDA loan than what you would get through without having the down payment assistance.
Wow.
So basically, you're getting no down payment, plus we're able to get you free money to pay the closing cost. So I've literally got people getting into the home with getting their earnest money back.
Wow,
so,
that's amazing.
Pretty cool program. I mean, down to a 620 credit score, where regular USDA might not even give you an approval if you're at a 620 credit score. So it's pretty dang cool.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you telling me all about this. Is there anything else you want to share?
No, I would say, I mean, don't rule any house out. I mean, you might not think that it might not qualify in an area. Give us the address, we'll run it, and if it doesn't, then we'll give you some other good options that might work, even if USDA doesn't.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Alan.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.